smells good in here. Shit. Hot liquor on ice. Be earning free rewards that go with the mobile Dunkin' app today? What can I get for you? Yes, I have a mobile pickup for... Oh my gosh. I don't know. I really don't know. What? I really thought I had an idea of like what I wanted this to be, because like last night is all I could think of, and it was just telling me do it, and whatnot. So last night I've really been like gung-ho working on myself, bettering myself, because I'm like, there's a reason, there's a block in my life, there's a reason the things that I want aren't coming into fruition for me. I've been working towards them for so long, like why aren't they happening? And I've been working towards it, and I've really just been very much slowly getting more in tune with myself and who I am. And last night all I could think of was, no, let me put this into context. So a few weeks ago I was listening to Andre 3000's new album, you know, all the flutes and all that beautiful frequencies and everything, and I could not get out of my head, you need to start a podcast. So I came up with the like name of it and kind of what I wanted to talk about, filmed the podcast, sat with it, and I was like, this doesn't feel like me. This absolutely like does not feel like me and who I am. This does not feel true to who Jasmine is. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, okay, I'm just gonna scrap it. I scrapped it. I pretty much deleted everything to do with that podcast. The name didn't feel authentic. The video, just everything just felt rushed, and it didn't feel like me. So last night I was like, I enjoy filming YouTube videos, but I don't think I'm a like, let me get super creative and create a vlog or create this kind of video. Like, I'm a creative person, but like that's not authentic to true to who I am, because that's like, I don't know, it's a little extra for me, and I am an extra person. I can be an extra person, but for me personally and who I am and like what I enjoy, I'm a talker, so I'd rather just sit here and we chit chat and me just throw some things towards you. At the end of the day, what I post and what I create for social media genuinely is not for you. It's not for you, it's for me. I'm doing this for me and my inner child. I'm doing this for young Jasmine, because this is something she's always wanted to do, and there's times that I know she's gonna need to hear certain things, so I'm gonna be like, hey girl, get your shit together and let's do this, you know? So I'm ultimately filming this and starting this just solely for her, because she needs to watch these and look back on these and be like, thanks for the guidance, babe. I very much appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? No structure at all, because I also feel like when I was doing the podcast, I was like, okay, I have to have an outline of what I want to talk about. That was so much for me. Like, I'm just a free talker. Let me just talk. Let me just say whatever the hell I feel like pulling out of my ass. You know what I'm saying? If I wanna like start oh so zen and then come out of my ass and be like, oh my gosh, did you see the video of the Grinch twerking? Then I am. I don't know why the Grinch twerking is in my head today, but it is. I was walking, and I was just talking about how I don't like, I hate the words Buki and Pookie now. I used to love them. I thought they were so cute. But now I hate them because everybody and their motherfucking mama uses them, right? So I was just talking about, like, I could be scrolling on TikTok and someone will be like, hey Buki, look, it's the Grinch twerking, and I'm not gonna be like, oh my god, it's the Grinch twerking. I'll be like, this should just really call me Buki. Skip. Even though I wanted to see the Grinch twerking, you just called me Buki, and I'm out. I'm out. That word now gives me the ick. Buki and Pookie were, I just deleted them, were on my pet name list. Like when I get another pet, like how cute. Come here, Pookie. Oh, but I can't, because then everybody's gonna think, oh, you did that because everybody else and their mama was calling everybody Bookie or Pookie. I fucking hate those words now. My next pet, their name is gonna be Lamarcus or Ladarius. Something like that. Like, could you imagine? Ladarius, get your ass over here. And you just see this tiny little dog running. Oh my god. Or I have a good one. Shaquita Laquan. Shaquita Laquan! If you don't get, I know you ain't digging in my yard. Quita! I'm naming my next pet that. Oh my god, don't take that. Do not take that. I want a dog now just to name them Shaquita Laquan. Let me tell you a story about that. So I'm mixed, right? And somebody asked my mom. I think somebody asked my mom. I don't know the 100% story. I can't remember. My memory's like shot. But somebody asked my mom, like, what are you going to name her? You know, kind of in a way like, okay, she's half black. Are you gonna give her a black name, you know, or what, you know? And my dad was like, damn, we should have told her we were gonna name her Shaquita Laquan. I think that's how the story goes. I'm not 100% sure, but I just know that they joked and said that they should have told people they were gonna name me Shaquita Laquan. And growing up, my dad would call me Quita. So I'm definitely naming my next pet Shaquita Laquan. That's funny. I'm such a squirreler. Like, I go from like so many different things at once, and you're like, what the hell is she talking about? And be like, babe, I don't even know what I'm talking about. So, like I said, I'm starting this for like younger me, right? And I've been journaling a lot. Like a lot. Like right now, I only have 4 journals in my car with me, because these are going to be more so my morning journals. Well, this is like my all day journal. And then I have like my night journals, which is like my journal where I just like write everything that went down in my day, like what emotions I was having, trying to figure out what triggered those emotions, how I can cope with those emotions, or just anything that comes to my mind that day that I don't want to write in this one. Or like if I want to get more detailed to the nitty-gritty, I'll write in that journal. And then this one is my journal to my younger self. And then I have a shadow work journal that I just got. I have another inner work journal coming into. You're probably like, you're ODing on journals. I probably am, but that's on you. I mean, that's on me. I have a gratitude journal at home. This is my release journal. This is one of my manifestation journals, and this is my other manifestation journal. This is like manifesting everything, and this is manifesting a specific thing. I'm not going to tell you what it is. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about journaling and getting started into like your spirituality and like getting in tune to yourself, because I feel like it's one of those things that I didn't realize that I needed until recently. Like, honestly, I used to write in diaries. I used to write things down. Mom and I had a specific diary. It didn't last long, but like I would write to her and she'd write back to me. We didn't do that, like, I think we probably only did that like 3 times and whatnot. But I really hate that I was the type of person that like I would look back at my diaries, hate everything I said, and rip it up, because I would love to have a lot of that stuff that I said growing up, just to really see where my head was at that time and everything. But like I really much got embarrassed easily, and I was like, yeah, no, I'm not doing this anymore. Like, this is not for me. But I really wish I was that type of girl who like kept up with like writing in a diary. I slowly have been doing like manifesting journals and just journaling and writing things down for probably a year and a half, but I only went into it because I was like, oh, I see all these videos here on like social media and stuff, and all these people like journaling and manifesting stuff, and look, it's happening for them, let me do it. I was doing it as a trend. Working on yourself, healing yourself, and doing the inner work and manifesting and all that is not a trend. Like, I went into it with no type of intentions, where I just did it and then I was like, nothing's happening. Nothing's fucking happening. I'm sitting here manifesting, writing down my manifestations every day or every other day or like once a week, depending on like my mood. And I see no type of changes. What the hell is going on? It wasn't till like recently where it clicked that I was like, I went into all of that. I'm doing all of this with no type of intentions at all. I'm going into it because everybody and their mama is like telling me, oh, you should journal, you should do shadow work, you need to manifest, you want your dream life to come manifest. So I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do it. And probably like a month ago it clicked for me, but like this week is when I really like sat with myself and was like, okay, what are my intentions going into all of this, right? I want to better myself. Absolutely. I want to get out of the situation that I am in. I want to prove people wrong when they said that I could not do the one thing I've always wanted to do. There's a reason that I'm over here is like, I don't fucking know what I want to do for the rest of my life. I do know what I want to do for the rest of my life. I'm done telling people what I want to do for the rest of my life. I'm done telling people my dreams and my goals. I'm keeping that to myself. Stop telling people your goals and dreams. Stop. That's when that shit just gets ruined, because you tell them, you see their reaction, and then over time you start getting in your head, whether you notice it or not. You're getting into your head about like, okay, well, I told this person that I want to da 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 da, but like the look they gave me was, I'm fucking crazy, or they told me that's not realistic, like that's not gonna happen. You need to come up with something that's going to actually happen and make you money. It's gonna make me money. It may not make you money because that's not what you want to do, but it's gonna make me money because it's what I'm passionate about and that's what I want to do. Is it gonna take me longer? Yes, but why is it taking me longer? It's taking me longer because greatness takes fucking time. Greatness takes time. Shit takes time, and you can't expect it all to happen in an instant. And that's what I was thinking. I was like, oh, I'm doing this, I'm putting in the work, it's gonna happen for me just like that. No, babe, absolutely not. Some people it does, right? Okay, but in the long run for you and your journey, it's gonna take longer, and you're gonna have to put in the work. But also you have to trust God, the universe, whoever you believe is helping you and protecting you. You gotta trust. You absolutely have to trust them. So when it comes to journaling and starting a journal, you need to go in it with the right intentions, not because it's a trend. It's not a fucking trend. It shouldn't be. Like, yes, it's good that people are over here teaching people how to work on themselves and better themselves and be great, but I think the one thing a lot of people forget is like, you gotta do it for yourself. If you're not willing to do it for yourself, God's not willing to help you out in what you want, right? And you also gotta fucking work on yourself, because I didn't realize how much trauma and how many demons I had inside of me until I started doing this. And then I feel like I'm just constantly writing. I'm constantly writing things down because things pop up in my head, and as soon as they pop up in my head, I write in my notes in a little bit of detail, okay, this is what I want to write about tonight when I'm journaling, because this popped up in my head and I could not stop thinking about this. And I'm like constantly writing. I don't know. I do know. I don't know why I keep saying I don't know. And you don't have to, when it comes to journaling, you don't have to start with 8 different journals, okay? And you don't need all these fancy journals. I literally, 2 of mine are composition notebooks. One where I write letters to people is literally not a spiral notebook, a binder full of loose leaf paper. Literally, you don't need all these fancy journals and everything to start journaling. Paper is paper. And here's the thing people don't tell you. You constantly see these videos and it's like, here's the best way for you to work on yourself, heal yourself. Here's the best way for you to manifest and get your manifestations. right? You see that and you're like, oh my gosh, it worked for them, let me do it. No, babe. Watch those videos, but take bits and pieces of those videos that you know that's gonna work, or not even that you know, because you never know, that you feel that feels right to you. Don't watch these videos and take everything they say word for freaking word, right? Because now that we're about to get into 2024, everybody's making their vision boards, right? And there's like, oh, here's the best way to make your vision boards and for you to manifest what you want in 2024. This works for me. Da-da-da. Keyword, this worked for me, right? Because what works for somebody else may not work for you. So yes, make your vision boards, but do what works best for you. Do what's right for you. Don't like do what everybody else is doing, right? Like I need to start my vision board, but I haven't because it just didn't feel right. Because I was like, I went into it at first like, oh, this is how this person told me to do it, so I'm gonna do it this way. And I was like, no, this doesn't feel right. Then I saw another video. This girl said, write a letter like 2024 already happened, and like write it down. Also on top of that, writing a letter to 2023, just everything that happened in 2023 too. I gotta do that as well. But anyways, I took those from that video, and then they were talking about some other stuff, and I was like, yeah, no, that's absolutely not for me. Or I was watching this one video and she was like, I curated this vision board and it works. Okay, it worked for you, and this is what works best for you and your mind and how you process things. But how you made that visually, that's my mind is fucked. Like I can't comprehend it. But the only thing I took away from that video is the way she was talking about burning candles and setting intentions with the candles while you're making your vision board. So I went and I bought candles for when I make my vision board. You have to go in it finding things that work best for you. You can't do what everybody else is doing, because if we all keep doing what we all do the same shit, nothing, it's just gonna get all to this big jumbled mess, and the universe is gonna be like, what the fuck? I'm so fucking confused because not everybody's the same motherfucking bitch, right? And vision boards are great. I think vision boards and looking at vision boards are great, and I can't wait to make mine. And also, what you are manifesting and what you think you might want may not necessarily be what the universe has planned for you and know is meant for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just had this opportunity come my way that I wasn't expecting. Yes, I applied for it, but I just kind of like threw it out the window and everything, and I'm like, okay, cool, like if it happens, it happens. But I'm still just gonna like be detached from it and not think about it, because if I think about it, I feel like it's not gonna happen. I know it's not gonna happen, because when I think too hard about shit, it doesn't happen. Stop fucking thinking about it. Surrender. You do it. You post that video you've always wanted to be posting. You post that YouTube. Stop going every 2.5 seconds. I'm not just saying this to you, I'm saying this for myself too. Listen, bitch, stop going every 2.5 motherfucking seconds checking how that's doing. Who cares? Stop thinking about it. Stop thinking about it. It's not worth it. It's not worth the stress on you and the anxiety you're giving yourself because you're overthinking. You're like, oh my god, no one's liking it. Girl, it's been like 1 minute since you posted that shit. Calm the fuck down. Calm down. Like, it takes a while. You gotta put in the work. You gotta figure out your rhythm and flow when it comes to what you want to do. Like, chill. And if people tell you to stop doing something, don't fucking stop doing it. Don't stop doing it. Keep doing it. Don't let them get in your head enough where you're like, oh my god, oh my. Like, girl, I'm stressing myself out on how I get stressed out. I don't know. I've also been reading The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck, and we really do give way too many fucks. Like, we give way too many fucks. Like, stop giving a fuck. Like, who cares if your video doesn't do well? Who cares if your business fails? Okay? There's a reason that your shit's failing right now. Okay? You gotta put in the work and figure out what the fuck do I need to do to step up my game for this shit to explode. Don't give up. Don't give up, don't get discouraged, don't let yourself get depressed to the point where like you just stop doing it. Keep fucking doing it, keep putting in the work, but you gotta figure out your rhythm and flow, what works best for you, and stop trying to be like every other fucking bitch out here. Stop. Please stop. Please stop trying to be like everybody and their mama out here. Like, this basic bitch is not cute, okay? Like, because at a point you just start looking like a tryhard, and I'm like, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing? Stop. You know who you are. You know what you enjoy to do. You know what you enjoy doing. Okay, you know what works for you. You know how much time and effort you're willing to put into it. So stop trying to be like everybody else and be cute and quirky and, you know, doing the most. That's not you. That's not you. That may be them, but that's not you. It's not you. Everybody, I feel like everybody is like, oh, this works for them, I'm gonna try this. Take bits and pieces, again, take bits and pieces of it, but don't 100% copy and paste that shit, because that's not you. I feel like a lot of us now aren't like our true authentic selves, and we're realizing like, oh shit, that I'm not being me, so what the fuck do I need to do to be me? And I realized that real quick and whatnot. I say real quick, I realized that recently, that I was trying too damn hard to be everybody else, and then I got depressed about it. It was like, oh my god, why isn't this happening to me? Like, I'm doing what everybody else is doing. Girl, that's not you. That's not you. Don't stress out about it. Like, if you're stressed about it and it's just tearing you down and you're getting overwhelmed, it's not meant for you. Maybe what you're doing, like, I'm gonna give social media, filming, videos, you enjoy that, but the way you're putting whatever you're doing is stressing you out, stop doing it, right? Like, stop doing that form, stop creating that way. You gotta find how. Yeah, I feel like a fucking broken record, because I know I have to reiterate it for myself to fully understand, but then like the way my brain processes things, I have to repeat certain shit. But yeah, this was honestly, like, I enjoyed this better than the podcast, because I just felt like I was able to go back and forth and just squirrel. And it's also like I'm having a natural conversation. Like, we're on FaceTime right now, I'm FaceTiming you, I'm doing all the talking, okay, like I normally do, because I talk too damn much, because I like to hear myself talk, even though my voice is annoying and I'm sounding nasally right now because I can feel my nose being stuffy. But but this was fun, this was cute, this was fresh. I feel like this is like something I've been needing to do, and this is kind of like a video diary situation, but like without the vlogging and shit. Vlogging's fun, vlogging's cute, vlogging's fresh. I just don't have, one, I don't have the storage on my phone for it. Two, that camera I'm using right now to record right now, and she a little big and she be doing too much, okay? But like, don't, I feel like I can get into that later, but like, don't let what you don't have limit you to reaching for the stars. Like, just start somewhere. We all have to start somewhere. Who gives a shit if you don't have all the fancy equipment or the storage in your fucking phone or whatever? Start it. I'm talking to you, girl. I'm talking to you. Oh, this is shit I've been needing to hear. Look, I give out the best advice, but half the time I never take that shit. Like, I be saying some great ass shit. I be dropping knowledge, but I don't take that shit. I don't. It's like, what? How you gonna say some genius ass shit and not even take it for your damn self? Riddle me that bad, man.